So this is my room.
This is Felicia, a vibrant LaSalle University student majoring in psychology with a minor in criminal justice.
You have Michael Jackson spinning? All right,
Yep.
You're gonna have to play this for me.
Okay.
While this may look like a typical dorm room, it's not. Everything in here is very special to Felicia because before moving in here, she was homeless.
I was living in the dorms here at LaSalle, and I would just go home like every summer or every break to see my family. But eventually, my mom and I got into like just a conversation, and she basically said I can't come home anymore. She never really outright told me, but I came out as bisexual to her. Yeah, I'm sorry.
To continue going to school, Felicia began couch surfing, staying with one friend after another, until her bad went to worse.
I was emailed by a woman that works at my school letting us know that the dorms had shut down over spring break and we wouldn't be able to come back.
What Felicia didn't know was around the same time in West Oak Lane, a convent left vacant by a Catholic church was donated to DePaul, USA, an organization in Philadelphia that provides housing to those with no place to go.
Philadelphia has lots of great social services and lots of great homeless programs. There aren't any that serve homeless college students. As we walked through, we're just like, this looks like a dorm. Found a funder who was willing to help us renovate the program. And then the coronavirus, the campuses started closing. So we were still in construction and realizing that students might become homeless as campuses closed and they had no safe place to go. So we opened the building before the building was finished. And that's when I knew this program would work, because students were telling us that without this, they would have been homeless and they would have had to drop out of school.
For Felicia, it was a divine intervention.
I mean, I'm grateful that I'm here, especially just in Philly in general, because there's so many opportunities in Philly. But just being in St. Joseph's House is definitely a bit like a release of anxiety, like a weight off my shoulders.
But her case is not isolated. According to the New York Times, close to 17% of Philadelphia college students were homeless in 2019. With the pandemic, those numbers have skyrocketed in Pennsylvania and across the nation. And the issue isn't just shelter. With homelessness comes food insecurities and mental illness, which Shahid Guyton, Associate Director for DePaul House, says they work hard to eliminate for the students by offering daily meals and therapy for those who want it.
One thing I think we do, we set an atmosphere that is so welcoming and so filled up with hospitality that it takes away that feeling of living with someone else. It basically makes the person feel so at home that they don't feel like they're walking on eggshells when they're going to the kitchen to get something to eat. They don't feel like they're disturbing anyone when they're inside their own room and they're studying, or their lights is on, or if they're using the Wi-Fi. It is very important to have a facility like this for one reason. We are talking about individuals who are in the process of creating a future for themselves. And in that process, like, to remove the instabilities around housing, food insecurities, it kind of sets them up in a place where as though they can focus more on their education than all those other things.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.